is really happening?
Yeah, it's happening.
Season 1 teased that there was a middleman, a broker who was involved in selling these creatures and having these tasks. But who exactly are they? Well, let's try to find that out. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Jurassic World Chaos Theory video. Today we're going to be touching on a topic that a few people have been mentioning since the first release of the first season just over a month ago. Who exactly is the broker that was mentioned in Chaos Theory Season 1? It's something that still seems to be rather a mystery. However, we do know that there's at least 2 candidates of who this broker may be. So that's what we're discussing here today as we try to find out who he or she really is. The broker's identity was something that was kept quite a secret, and we didn't even know there was a broker until episode 10, the beginning of the end. Within this episode, it's revealed that the broker is the one truly behind the dinosaur smuggling ring that targeted the Nublar 6 for assassination, apparently resulting in the death of Brooklyn. It seems as though the Atrociraptors and the raptor handler may have also been involved with the broker, since they did retreat to go back and possibly meet up with that broker. But that's just as much as we know. However, using other canonical additions from this franchise and a bit of logic, we may actually be able to work it out. So keep your eyes peeled on this video as you don't want to miss a single minute of it. Hey, if you're looking for more Jurassic related content here on YouTube, then you've definitely come to the right place, as we cover all things to do with the franchise. Did you know that a new movie is coming this time next year? A third Evolution game too? Well, both of these are actually coming within the next year, so make sure you're subscribed to learn more about Jurassic. I'm also aiming for 250,000 subscribers, so you'll be helping me a lot. But for now, once you're sat back, relaxed and enjoying your G Fuel after using code SWERVE, it's time to find out who the broker is from Jurassic World Chaos Theory. So as I previously mentioned in this video, the broker, we didn't know anything about this person or even that there was a broker until the very last episode of the season, which was rather interesting. We knew that somebody was trying to hunt down the campers and we just assumed that it was the raptor handler. But as time went on, we just thought, no way, why? She has no link, no connection. Why does she need to kill these campers for no reason? But that's where we started to think that there's a bigger person involved. And after Cabrera's death and we found out a little bit more, there is somebody much higher up than Cabrera pulling the strings, and that is most probably the broker. So in episode 10 we learned that there is a broker, and that person is probably the person who's involved in buying and selling dinosaurs, moving these eggs around, and probably got this raptor handler to try and kill the campers as well. So we know that this broker, they don't take no shit, they go for it. But who exactly is this person? We just know them as the broker, and that's literally it. That's all the information we have. But if we were, as I said, to use a little bit of logic and other canonical resources, we can safely assume that this person might be appearing in Season 2. Now Season 2, as we know, is heading to West Africa. At the end of Season 1, we saw that the raptor handler was retreating along with the Atrociraptors, and since we assumed that the raptor handler and the Atrociraptors were used by the broker to try and kill the Nublar 6, I don't believe that their story is just over just like that. We know that the Atrociraptors somehow have to make their way over to Malta at some point, and we also know that Red, the Atrociraptor, the one that didn't appear in Season 1, has a Chaos Theory render, meaning that it's very safe to assume that it will appear in Season 2. Therefore, I believe that this is where we're going to get to see the broker. The raptor handler is finally going to get to say a word rather than whispering into someone's ear, and the raptor handler will then discuss with the broker what happened, and that's where I assume the broker will appear in Season 2. But who is this broker? Now hear me out, wait for it, Brooklyn. Yes, I know, people are going to go crazy when I say that name. But I would not rule out the possibility that this broker might actually be Brooklyn. And I know some people in the comments are going to be like, Swerve, what do you mean it could be Brooklyn? She wouldn't kill her own friends. Are you sure about that? Because from what we could tell in Season 1 of Chaos Theory, she's gone down a really dark and shady route. We didn't think that she'd be in it for, killing and selling dinosaurs. Suddenly she is. We didn't think that she wanted anything to do with Kenji's father. Suddenly she did. So this is a character who has kind of just spiraled into a probably, let's say, a weird mental state, like she's not mentally well at this point, that she could probably do anything now. And by anything, expect the unexpected. That's what I'm going to say, because You know, Brooklyn, she was a happy-go-lucky, cheerful character in Camp Cretaceous, a very realistic character, and one that I feel like was a character that loads of people could connect with, and I feel like that's why I kind of had her as my favourite character. Her and Darius seem to be the ones that actually seemed a lot more on the normal stage of things, you know? But now it seems like she's become quite, you know, just mentally not all there, and that's why she's gone down a really dark and shallow route of selling dinosaurs, poaching dinosaurs, stashing even millions of dollars away. Like, it's crazy. So, you know, when you do say that, oh, but she wouldn't kill her friends, do you really know that about her now? It's been 4 years since we last saw her at the end of Camp Cretaceous Season 5. And she's been through a lot, it's safe to say. And from what we could identify in Season 1, I don't know if it's the same Brooklyn that we know, you know? So to say that she won't kill her friends, I wouldn't be surprised if she's actually considering that. Sure, she does technically have, you know, the photograph of her friends on her wall, but maybe that's because she's trying to keep them in her heart, but at the same time knowing that they are a liability, let's say, and that's why she wants them to be killed off. But who knows, that's just, again, another idea. However, what she could also be blissfully unaware of is that her friends actually were alive and that they made it onto that boat. Now, this is where my idea of her becoming a broker comes in. So as we can see at the end of episode 10, we clearly see that she's in communications with Ronnie. Whether or not Ronnie actually knew that it was Brooklyn, that's a complete different question. I don't suspect that Ronnie did. However, we know that Brooklyn is aware of Cabrera's death and also what happened on the dock and that, you know, police officers arrived and everything of the sorts. But she also probably knows that the boat is arriving somewhere, which is what I suspect that she was leaving for in her basement. I assume it to be a basement, I don't really know what type of building it is, but she's clearly in a room and we see her leaving. Now, the reason why I think she's leaving is because she is the broker and she is going to meet up with the people on that boat. And this is where she's completely unaware that her friends are actually on that boat, and that's where a reunion kind of happens there and then. So it's just very interesting to think about because she left that room for some reason. And I believe the reason to be because she was meeting with the people on that boat. Whether that's for dinosaurs, the eggs, or just even maybe the raptor handler, who knows. But she's clearly meeting up with someone or going to see something. And that's because I believe that there is a chance she could be the broker. But on the contrary, I did say at the start of the video there's at least 2 suspects. The other one, from Jurassic World Dominion, Sayuna Santos. Now again, people suspect Sayuna Santos to probably be the top tier candidates, let's say, for who the broker actually is, and I don't blame them. One sentence that always intrigued me ever since I first watched Jurassic World Dominion back on June 3rd, 2022, it sat with me and I was thinking for so long, what is Sayuna referring to when she says, "I don't like what happened last time"? I know. So if you don't remember that scene, she was basically in a car and she notified Dodson that the parents of Owen Grady and Claire Deering have arrived in Malta to try and get Maisie. And then Dodson says, "Can you take care of it?" And she said not for free. And then that conversation's kind of very loose in my head right now. But within that conversation, she did mention that she doesn't like what happened last time. Now, as we know, Sayuna Santos is involved with the Atrociraptors in Jurassic World Dominion. She understands them, she actually had the laser pointer for them, and she was trying to ship them off to Riyadh in Saudi Arabia. So clearly she is involved with the Atrociraptors long before Jurassic World Dominion. As we know, Chaos Theory Season 2 takes place roughly within a month and a half or a month before the events of Jurassic World Dominion take place. And since they are in West Africa for Season 2, I assume that maybe eventually in Season 3 they will get closer to Malta. And I think, just maybe think, that some kind of storyline is happening here with Sayuna Santos, the Atrociraptors, and Chaos Theory. So this is where I believe that Sayuna Santos could actually be the broker. She has that villainous power in her. She has the darkness in her soul to be like, yep, sure, kill the campers, you know? And without any questions asked, she kidnapped Maisie as well. She organized the whole team together. So it's clear that she does have that thing in her heart, in her soul, to, you know, no matter how old these people are, to destroy them. We have to remember these campers, they're in their early 20s now. They're not just teenagers, early teens anymore. So I would not be surprised if Sayuna Santos is the broker and actually orchestrated the whole Atrociraptors trying to kill the campers thing with the raptor handler. But this also makes me think, I suspect that Biosyn could appear in some way as well. That would actually add to the last theory, because Sayuna Santos did say, "I don't like what happened last time" to Dodson, and Dodson's clearly the CEO of Biosyn. So maybe something is going on here, And as we know, Dodson is well aware of Kenji and everybody else who used to be in Camp Cretaceous. So I think maybe something's going on here with Sayuna, the Atrociraptors, and Biosyn, and probably even Brooklyn as well. We just have to wait and see, but it is all kind of adding together quite nicely for who the broker may actually be. So the broker, someone that we know very little about, is someone who may be bigger than we initially thought. I'm interested to see who the broker truly is, but I do believe it has something to do with Brooklyn, Sayuna, and even Biosyn. But now, we just have to wait a couple more months. But in the meantime, make sure you're going down to the comments and letting me know who you think the broker truly is. If you enjoyed today's video, then please feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, as we aim for 250,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But for now, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you, did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.